I've been requested to talk about these two things, two aspects of truth. I don't know how many of you know about these two truth things, because basically it's not really Theravada one. The two truth is actually from the, what they call it, old Indian Buddhism, then picked up by Tibetan Buddhism, okay, taught by this teacher called Nagarjuna. But now, because of Tibetan Buddhism, thanks to Dalai Lama, become global, the two truths become like embedded as a Buddhist teaching, okay? But nevertheless, we can look at it and try to appreciate what it really is. The late chief, Kesari Dhamma-inspired, sometimes will say about these two truths also. Conventional truth and ultimate truth, okay? So before I start my talk, if some of you still don't know about this Buddhist chatbot, okay, this AI, you can fact check me, alright? Go here, take out your phone and see this brother talking nonsense or real or not. Okay? So you have this Nobu in English and then the Chinese one. The Chinese one is done by C Beta from Taiwan. Okay? He can ask in Chinese. And we have different groups doing different things now. It started from here in SS3 this Nobu. Okay? Now it has become global already. So the Taiwanese are doing Chinese. And we are working with Tibet House from New Delhi to do the Tibetan one. Right? And recently, this Nobu became multilingual already. You can ask Chinese, Thai, Tamil, Bengali, whatever language you want. Swahili also can. Okay? So we have this source data trained by all these great teachers. Great teachers, I'm talking about really good teachers. Okay? From the best Buddhist sources. Trained for almost 1 year now, started July 22nd last year. So in a few days' time, it's going to be 1 year old. So the training has been doing very well, and then recently we upgraded to have a multilingual. Okay? And please try use it. And I know many Dhamma speakers use this to prepare their talk. I know. Uncle Vijaya also tell me himself. Uncle Vijaya, can you believe it? He say, hey, Brother Lim, your Nobu very good, Save me a lot of time. Not only Uncle Vijaya, Bante, Arya Dhammika, the Australian monk from Sasana Raka, he uses to prepare his teaching. All the slides he teach you all, use Nobu, he says. So do not underestimate this power. This Nobu is actually very good. And one of the trainers is Bante Arya Dhammika himself. Ayasma Agachita recently had a big session here. He feed a lot of information into this board. Okay? So a lot of this information here has been trained by the teachers themselves. Not by lay people, by the monks themselves. So please use this, you can trust this board very well. Okay, to honor Babs, because Babs was one of the early supporters of this Nobu. Okay? I have interesting news to announce. First time today in Malaysia, and Babs is the venue. On Asaha Puja Day, the eve of Asaha Puja, which is 21st of July, next week. Okay, 21st July. Asaha Puja is on the 22nd July, for your information. On the 21st of July, Nobu is 1 year old. And the International Buddhist Confederation, based in New Delhi, India, has agreed to become patron of this board. They have adopted this board for global release on the day. And the launch will be in Sarnath. Sarnath, India. Sarnath is where the Buddha first time wrote the wheel of Dhamma. The Dhamma Cakkappavattana Sutta was first taught by the Buddha at Sarnath, the Deer Park. Okay? So this is a very kind of like a momentous occasion because this board is going to continue rolling the Dhamma for all mankind in all kind of languages for the foreseeable future. Okay, as long as this is alive. So we wish to announce that with great happiness due to your support and the support of many Malaysians initially, this now has become global already. Okay, global. So I think I rejoice with you all for your support, for all some of you are using it, I know, for your dedication. And now it's going to be used by all kinds of people all over the world, who don't even understand English. So it could be a Bengali, Marathi, Tamil, Hindi. And just recently also, we managed to translate Tibetan script. The Tibetans are so excited because now they can copy Tibetan script into here, and then they can understand whether in English or Chinese. And apparently the translation is very accurate because Dalai Lama translators contacted us and say, how did you train this bot? Because Tibetan language is very difficult, like classical Chinese. Okay, I said, I have no idea. Somehow or other we put inside and then it got trained. Okay, I don't know this bot. I think maybe some deva inside there doing some work lah. We don't know. Okay, so we just don't know how good it is because it's not one person training, but many people training this for a long time, 1 year already. Okay, so now the fruit is being born and shared with so many people, right? And I hope you use this well because I notice because I can see many of the questions you ask at the back end. Some of you are asking very basic questions. Okay, you should learn how to ask questions that is of interest to you. Don't ask questions like what is Four Noble Truth, what is a Noble Eightfold Path, this kind of thing. You can learn. You can learn in books also, right? Ask something a bit different. What's the relationship between, say, the 5 precepts and the Four Noble Truths? Example, you link up these two. This kind of tool is very good for linking up and connecting the dot one, So you try to challenge your idea, your thinking, your concept of Dhamma by trying to link up teachings. Then you see a different aspect of the Dhamma. Okay, so I introduced the Noble and I thank you. And I thank Babs, Brother Chiam, for supporting the initiative for so long until it has become global. In the next few days, we will have a live broadcast from Sana, India. I will put an announcement there, and hopefully you all can watch. Apparently, Kinara Meta, they want to have like a football match. Like Euro, everybody go to Mama Shop, go to watch football, right? So during the launch, Kinara Meta said, member come, we watch the launch in Sana. And Penang also, Bodhi Park. So we are trying to arrange something in Penang also. Okay. There will be another time when I'll tell you how the Indian thing that Malaysia don't know anything suddenly can come out with this kind of thing. Okay. They look down on us like nothing, Muslim country, what you all know. But when they started discovering this, they were shocked. The Director General of the International Buddhist Confederation, during the meeting just a few days ago, told me, he said, Brother Lim, do you know, just before your meeting, the Zoom meeting with you, we had meeting with so many fantastic scholars, Indologists, Sanskrit scholars from so many universities in India, come and talk to us about how to improve Buddhism, especially Buddhist literature, in terms of Sanskrit, Tibetan language and all. Then he told me one thing, these people come and talk for years. I listened until my ear big already. Suddenly, you, during a short 30-minute meeting, come and tell me I got something you should see. After he see, then he said, you solved our problem for tens of years already. Malaysia war, I said, we are nobody, who is this Lim Kooi Fong here? You get what I mean? So again, it's not about what knowledge you have. It's about how you use a certain tool for the benefit of the community. You get what I mean? Do not be afraid to learn new things. Do not be afraid to apply to a certain situation like Buddhism. And then share. Dhamma is about sharing one. I don't earn any money from all this initiative. In fact, I put a lot of money inside. Okay? But the moment people see the use, and then a lot of people using it, then you know something is good. No need to promote, no need to market, no need to do publicity a lot. Something is good, people pick it up themselves and they will use it. Okay? So that is about, in this sharing, I already show you the two truth already, but you all never catch it. You catch Nobu, you catch about me talking about IBC lah, you catch me talking about, how to promote the thing lah and things like that. Already, in that little short introduction, thanking Babs and Brother Chiam, I already talked about the two truths. Okay? So, some people tell me, these two truths, Buddha never teach one, I say, I know. Okay? While I was doing this project, I feed a lot of information, train it. I read a lot of texts, Indology texts, texts written by academics. The Sutta itself, Tipitaka. Agreed, 100%. Buddha never used the word two truths before, never. Then how come it becomes so prominent, these two truths? Okay, how come it's become so prominent? So we have to ask what it is, okay? How it come about, and more importantly, after you know it, how you can use it for practice. Okay? Sometimes Dhamma no need to see, in front of you can see, then you practice. The Dhamma message can be hidden in all your action, all your activities, but you cannot see it. Because you're not aware. You get what I mean? I told you just now, I talked for almost 5 minutes, 7 minutes about this Nobu. Inside already, I inserted a lot of this two truth inside. None of you saw it. Why? Because we practice, we follow certain criteria, we follow certain process, or even the syllabus, for instance. When we learn Four Noble Truths, first is suffering, beginning suffering, end of suffering, and then the path. The process is like that. You get what I mean? Then, for instance, another one, 12 link, dependent origination. First, ignorant. Then the next one, until rebirth. Then start again, ignorant. But do you know, if you talk to some of these Tibetan masters, 12 link, they got beginning one. You do not start by ignorance. It could be start by feeling. Because everything is dependent origination. Because of this thing happened. You get what I mean? Because it contradicts on, you ask yourself, when the Christian come and want to convert you, is God created everything. Correct or not? Everything begins with God. Then you, because some teacher taught you, Buddhism say there is no beginning. No creator God. No beginning, no end. Some of you will say like that, correct? To counter the evangelists. But when you learn the dependent origination, they say beginning is with ignorance. Doesn't that contradict your understanding of Buddhism? One thing you tell the Christian, there's no beginning. In the Dhamma hall, you say, beginning is due to ignorance. Therefore, you must really know the Dhamma, okay? And apply the understanding. Okay? So these two truths actually help us to see these things on. Right? And then clarify some ideas that we already have. We learn religion like dogma, Dogma, means what? Dogma means like idea that is like, must be like that one. When you walk in the hall, first thing see Buddha must bow down 3 times. Why 3 times? Because Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Triple jam. Dogma already. Can I bow down 1 time or not? Cannot. Must be 3 times. But do you know, when the Buddha first became Buddha, he taught the Sutta Pitaka. Okay? First time teacher. Right? Suttas. People remember it as a Buddha teaching as suttas. The Tipitaka got how many things? Sutta, Vinaya, Abhidhamma. So the Buddha first thing taught Sutta. Correct or not? Now, do you know when the Vinaya came about? The Vinaya did not come when Gautama became Buddha at 35 years old. He did not straight away teach Vinaya to the monks. The Vinaya was taught when he was 55 years old. 55 years old. How many years is that before he got it? After his enlightenment? 20 years. Correct or not? So when the Siddhartha Gautama became Buddha, how many Pitakas are there? 1 only, the Sutta. You get what I mean? 20 years later, after his enlightenment, The second basket came about, Vinaya. The Abhidhamma came about when? Almost 300 to 500 years after his Parinibbana. The three basket, the Tipitaka that we know and hold so dearly, did not come about at one time. It came about after periods, long periods. Right? So when people tell you Tipitaka, you hold it so strongly, says, this is true. Yes, today is true. Okay? But when the first Buddhists approached the Buddha, was there Tipitaka? No, only Sutta Pitaka. Sutta ni. Vinaya came later. After some monk misbehaved, then the Sariputta tell the Buddha, I think better have some rules. If not, we go crazy the monks. Sexual misconduct, married woman, all this kind of thing. So that's it. That's it is. We learn Dharma by dogma. What teacher say, whoever say, we learn. We put in our head, must be like that, fixed one. Okay? Until we practice like ritual, robot. Okay? If we chant certain style, Sinhala style, example, Mangala Sutta, Sinhala style, then we go to Thai temple. Cannot turn to Thai already, we all still chant like Sinhala. You get what I mean? Because it's a habit. We build habits, So once we are firm in one habit, it's difficult to change. Okay? And then if somebody disagree with what we know, then we say, oh, you are not Buddhist, you. I think you are Serong Buddhist, Serong one. Okay? But we must understand, every people have different requirements. Every single one of us in this room is different one. How we eat our char kway teow is different one. Some want kerang, some don't want kerang, some want less pedas, one more pedas, some want the tauge more, some less no tauge. Sometimes I sit down, I just listen to how people order the char kway teow. You'll be surprised. So many variations. And the guy can remember everything, terror, right? Then you go there, one guy said, I want char kway teow, no kerang, more pedas, small. Where you sit? There. They look at you, blue color. Another guy, dark blue color come, okay? Okay, I want 3 packet. 2 small, 1 big. 1 no egg, 2 1 egg. Okay, 2 got egg. 1 less pedas. The other 2, no pedas. Okay. Okay, where you sit? There. And the guy just look up. Amazing, but when they deliver exactly what they want. Have you noticed, these char kway teow people? The memory is so fantastic. Beat all of us, All of us, we no fight with them, I tell you. You get what I mean? They are using their brain while doing their work. We use technology, use Nombu to learn. So it's about habit building. You get what I mean? Once your brain is pliable, malleable, that means you're very flexible. You sway also, you can, no problem. You can put your here, you sway also. This thing won't fall one. You get what I mean? That's the kind of flexibility when we're talking about. Because once you're dogma, everything is straight. Must like that. No. You move a bit, this thing will fall already. Therefore, you're very scared to make this fall. You must be very rigid, not flexible. You get what I mean? So the Dharma practice is about making you flexible, making your mind malleable. That means here is any combination also won't shake you one. The confidence is very strong. Okay? And you're able to react in any situation that require you to be quick, firm, cannot break you one. The kind of mind, strong yet flexible. Like water lah. Bruce Lee like to use water a lot. You see, to be like water. Water can change shape one according to the container. Right? But water is very powerful. If a lot of water come, can destroy this whole building, Correct or not? So be like water. The mind is like that, malleable, very, very flexible. So the two truth, if you really understand it, allow you to see things like this. Okay? Let's go in a bit deeper, alright? What is this two truth? Okay? First thing first, you must ask, what is it? Only two things. The first time I heard about two truths is from the late chief, K. Sri Dhammananda. He said, in this world got two kinds of truth. Conventional truth and ultimate truth. Once he said that, I went and checked the Tipitaka. Okay, I got to read Tipitaka. Never once I saw got two truth. I said, this chief, he joking or what, I cannot find two truth. Then after that, those days no internet yet. Then I thinking, ask other teachers. Oh, this is a Tibetan Buddhism one, not Theravada one. So very interestingly, late chief is a Theravada teacher from Sinhala tradition. Okay, why he going to talk like that? And late chief is very open-minded one. So any big event, he bring all his friends. Mahayana lah, Theravada all come. Correct or not? Vajrayana all come. Sit down together, have dana, then after that do the ceremony together. Then Theravada chanting, Mahayana chanting, and then you have the Tibetan chanting. He's the first to actually do all this kind of thing for us. Then we realize there's only one Dhamma. He always say there's only one Dhamma. Don't separate Theravada, Mahayana. No such thing, Hinayana, Mahayana. He always say like that one. Okay? Yana, all useless, he said. There's only one Yana, Buddha Yana, he said. Okay? So, that time I was like very, very kind of like inspired by his non-sectarianism. All the teachers that you see now, Charlie Chia, Benny Liao, Victor V, all these people are trained by him and they are looking at non-sectarianism. So when we build this Nobu, it's also non-sectarian one. We look at the teaching as a whole. Of course, there is differences. Like now, today, we're talking two truth. It's not Theravada, it's Tibetan. Okay? I will explain to you how these two things came about. Conventional truth and ultimate truth. But first, let's understand what is conventional and what's ultimate. Right? This bottle. Bottle hold what? Water or liquid. Correct or not? Then what you do with it? You open the cap and then you pour into your mouth and you drink water. Correct? Then you're not thirsty anymore. That's the understanding of the bottle. Right? Understanding of the bottle. You see with your eye, you hold in your hand, touch with your cheek, and you say, this is real. This bottle real one. Not bluff one. You throw it down, break, and then make a mess out of here. Then everybody scold you. Therefore, it's real. Okay, it's real. Then after that, every one of you upset with me. Okay? They scold me lah, say like, this guy lah, no wisdom lah, talk Dharma, but do all this nonsense. Correct? Then you get upset. After that, you say, Buddhism talk rubbish. Like this guy, talk rubbish one. You walk out, you don't learn the Dharma anymore. Okay? Because of one incident. Alright? And you perceive the incident as something that's no good. You hold on to your heart. You go out, next day go to office. People say, hey, what you do yesterday? Right? Don't talk. Not happy. Okay? And you hold on for a few days, or maybe a few weeks. Then one day a friend come and talk to you. Hey, let's go temple. No need. I'm busy. You hold something in you, Something negative, because of one incident. You get what I mean? And then it tainted your thinking so much you don't want to go anymore. Don't have nothing to do with it anymore. Right? Because you believe of this bottle, someone handled the bottle so bad, and the incident really moved you until you're so negative. Now, this is called an attachment to an idea. Attachment. First, you acknowledge the bottle here, you acknowledge the NCA incident, you acknowledge the negativity, it impacts you, you don't like, you hold on to it, and your action will show for a long time like that. How many times we have this kind of situation with someone? Husband, wife, friend, You see that person, then you think that person cannot do wrong one, suddenly do one time wrong. Your idea break already. Then you say, I have nothing to do with this person anymore. You get what I mean? You burn bridges, break the friendship. Now this is conventional truth. You only act what you can see, what you can touch, what you can feel. You only act what is within your senses. What you see, what you taste, what you hold, what your body can tell you lah. And more importantly, what you think inside you here about that thing. Your idea. You get what I mean? Not the other person's idea. Not this bottle. But your idea. Your idea is the truth. If anyone break the truth, no need to be friend already. You get what I mean? So, this is called conventional truth. The truth that belongs to you. You go to the Jarama politic, you listen to past. They say, that's what you think. I will not support you. You talk crap. This is not Malaysia. Okay? Right? So this is called conventional truth. A truth based on your personal view and your personal experience. Very limited. Because you have a limited understanding, limited outreach. How far can you see with your eye? Maybe until the school. Beyond the school, I cannot see already. Because blocked by the school. Correct or not? The more I go up in the sky, I can see more. Correct or not? I go to space, I can see Earth. So the further you go, the more you see. But if you are very near to something, you only see that something very near only. Right? Because of this limitation, physical limitation. But if you base your worldview on your own personal limitation, your idea of the view is distorted. Okay, this is called conventional truth. We are limited by our experience. Right? Therefore, Nagarjuna, the person who actually created these two, taught these two truths, is that not enough. You want to learn the Dhamma, cannot base on conventional truth, not enough. Because it's very limiting. Right? So let's say, Ayasma Agacita comes sit down here and talk to you about Citta, the mind. Citta Nupassana. He just gave a talk, right or not? Citta Nupassana. And he said, observation of the mind. How do you control the mind? Right? The finesse of the control, and the impurities and impurities. After you attend a certain practice, you can see these impurities or purities. You are thinking, I don't know what you're talking. Because number one, I never practice. Number two, even I practice also, I cannot see what you see. Right? But he come and tell you all these things, That means he saw already. Correct? After he go, you all say, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Wow, great teacher. Because he saw things you never see. Then you go away, still don't want to see what he saw. Then you say sadhu, but you say sadhu for him, not for you. Correct or not? You say sadhu for what actually? You see a great teacher. Wow, this teacher very great. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. But if you talk to him, he say, Buddhists are mad one, Buddhists. I teach them, they say sadhu to me. They say I'm great. But when I teach, I want them to know, you practice, you get this. Your sadhu mean nothing to me because I already got. You get what I mean? It's for you to know, apply in your life. But no, they love give me 3 sadhu, give me dana, and then walk away. When they see me, they bow down, so respectful. Actually, I don't need to bow. I need you to learn. Ayasma Agacita, when you look at him in public, very strict one, Okay? But when you talk one-to-one to him, he very different one. He go in the room and stay in the room, right, Brother Chiap? He always stay in the room. Sometimes he ask me, come and see me now. I want to do Nobu. He talk like a Pasar Malam guy one, I tell you. And he called the other monk, that fellow. I said, Bante, why you call that fellow? To me, he's so respectful. He very busy one. That fellow, don't disturb him. Talk like that. He talk like a regular guy. You get what I mean? Then he looked at me and said, hey, Kooi Fong, cannot this one. I said, why cannot? Your boy don't understand. I think cannot be done. Bante, what if I help him? Maybe 50% can do 100% cannot do. Okay? But then he said, you try. Right? You try. Now, when you have some knowledge and you talk to him at that kind of level, he will look at you a bit different one. Okay? And there is no need to kind of veneration to say that, Bante, sadhu, sadhu, and then you. The aim is, when you have knowledge, you must use. Okay? When you don't have knowledge, you will pray. That is the difference between a conventional Buddhist and an ultimate Buddhist. I repeat the sentence again. When you have knowledge, you share. When you don't have knowledge, you pray. Big difference, You come here to pray, to statue, made of stone. Sadhu, 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 walk out, give some dana, that's it. Okay? And what you expect? I hope Buddha bless me today. I hope all the blessing solve all my problems. That's the level of many Buddhists today, which is I'm afraid to say not good enough. Okay? The knowledge you gain sitting down here, listening to me or listening to the Ayasma, listening to all the good teachers, is for you to learn, put some idea into you. You can listen for 1.5 hours, 1 hour. But the 1 minute they catch your attention, that 1 minute of teaching, apply that one. Okay? And see whether it can change your life or not. Do you know this noble? How it came about or not? Last year, April, I went to India, attend the Global Buddhist Conference. Okay? And then Dalai Lama was supposed to give talk there. You know that time, he just kissed a boy, correct or not? You got to see the news or not? All the people hantam him. Why you kiss boy lah, you pedophile or what? All those kind of thing. Then he was very upset lah. He said, what man? I do something which is culturally appropriate for me. Play like grandfather and grandson. I cannot attack like that. He didn't want to come and give talk on the second day. I was so worried. I go fly all the way there and then no Dalai Lama. Waste my time only. I only hear Narendra Modi talk politics. Okay? So, fortunately he came and give talk. Now he talked for 1.5 hours. He taught many things, including these two truths. Then, out of 1.5 hours, I remember only one sentence out of the talk. Not even 1 minute his talk. His sentence is, we must preserve Nalanda tradition. Because Nalanda tradition gave birth to Tibetan Buddhism. Not only we must preserve Nalanda tradition, we must bring Nalanda tradition outside of India for the benefit of the world. I came back, I eat, sleep, only think Nalanda tradition. I don't know why. Like Deva planted the idea into me and said, this is your mission, you better do something. Like that, Then I was thinking, crazy, what kind of nonsense is this? I don't know what is a Nalanda tradition. The only Nalanda I know is in Saramban one, the Sedang one, the Sedang Buddhist Society. Okay? So I go and research Nalanda tradition. Then I realized, it's a debating tradition. Debating. That means all the monks come and sit down one area and they debate the Buddhist teachings from what they learn from their teachers. Okay? Then they debate. From the debate, they refine their knowledge. Okay? That's how in Tibetan Buddhism, the Geshe-la are all very high-ranking Tibetan teachers. Like, they got PhD, like that kind of one. The Geshe-la became Geshe-la because of the debate. Okay? Now, I come back and say, what am I Lim Kooi Fong, Malaysian, from Muslim country, where can do all this kind of Nalanda tradition thing? You get what I mean? I said, forget it Maybe just I go there, I sleepy, I go listen to all the things, I capture that one. But during that time, a German friend gave me the source code for the novel. The ChatGPT source code. The LLM source code. Okay, no Buddhist teaching inside, just LLM only, the engine. Then he asked me, do something What can I do? I said, I don't even know how to do programming. You can one, you? This friend of mine. So I got the source code, I simply play around with it. That's how novel was born. Now when you have a board, what you do with it? You train, you put in content, correct or not? You must feed the baby, but got baby, what you do? You feed. So I fed the Sutta, not only Theravada, I fed Tibetan, I fed all the things. Then I realized, many of the teachings I never see before, especially the Mahayana one and the Tibetan one, because I'm Theravada one, right or not? Then I realized, wow, now I know so many things by training the body. Then I realized, I took the opportunity to go and find out what this Nalanda University in India do many years ago before it got destroyed. When I go and check, Nalanda tradition, so clever one. Okay, the monks that time, right? They are the masters of the Chakritya of Buddhism. Masters, seriously. You have this style, that style, this style, right? And they try to dispute whether your style good or not, or whether the style is wrong. They try to improve their learning by debating. Okay? So through debating, their knowledge become refined. And then once refined, they write down. Okay? In their thesis, they call it thesis. That's why Nalanda tradition, the university produced a lot of work one, before the Muslim came and destroyed everything. Right? So, this teaching now has been preserved. And because of it, the Muslim came and destroyed Nalanda tradition, many of these monks ran to Tibet. And from there, Tibetan Buddhism was born until today. And you notice Tibetan Buddhism is the only school that have the syllabus and curriculum that follow Nalanda tradition. Theravada don't have, Mahayana don't have. Only Tibetan Buddhism. Okay? So when I started doing that, then I realized I put in the board. Correct or not? I put all this knowledge in the board, and then people start using the board. And now people are discussing. You're asking the board question. What is this true truth? What is conventional truth? What is ultimate truth? You're asking the question. And then you start debating with the board. I think you're wrong. Buddha never teach true truth. There got such thing. Then the board give example. Who say never say? He never used the label to truth. But he could say it. He could teach in another way. Then he give example in the sutta. You get what I mean? Then I realized, wow, this is what it means. Bring Nalanda tradition outside of India to the world in a tool called Nobu. Wow, then I realized, wow, that Deva in that hall inside New Delhi, he picked me of all the 600 people there. He picked me, plant me something inside, make me confused. Okay? I feel like Messiah at the time, like Jesus Christ like that. Oh, something come from heaven, fly into me, Seriously, I think this is maybe how the prophet behave. They see something. Correct? You don't know in the beginning, you don't know what it is. You don't know what to do also. You just got this inspiration, idea, and you're confused. Initially, I don't know what you got into me. Okay? So when I came and do the board, I started doing it. Along the way, I started to discover. Then one day, it suddenly awakened. Oh, that's what it means, Nalanda tradition. That's what it means, Buddha, the Dalai Lama said, bring it out of India. It took almost a year to train the board properly. Then after that, once it became good, now the news got back to India. The Director General of International Buddhist Confederation came and talked to me. He said, brother, what you do? And I told him, the idea came from where? Your conference in Delhi 1 year ago. He was shocked. Then he said, wow, this is worthy of global support. You get what I mean? So do not underestimate the knowledge you gain through some dubious means. I really don't know. Enlightenment can come in many ways. Okay? Not one way. The Dhamma will not be ingrained into you if you walk inside here, say sadhu, treated the Buddha, bow down to there and walk out. Nothing will happen. It could be, while you're cooking, you bring the dana to the monk. The monk touch your bowl. So lucky touch your bowl. Suddenly it feels like inspiration arises, Wow, this is what it means by dana, what it means by generosity. The inspiration is so strong, lift you up, you happy for 2 months. That kind of feeling. You get what I mean? Like strike lottery. But you don't gain any money. He touched you already. You got any blessing or not? The blessing is your happiness. You see? So, conventional truth. Conventional truth is an idea. You do something with your limited experience. Okay? Then you just don't think about it. You do and do and do and do. Right? And do and do and do. The more you do, the more people support you. Right? And every time you do, or people support you, you learn something. That little bit of learning, a bit, one day accumulate, and suddenly you awaken. Oh, like that one is it. This is what we call enlightenment, with a small e. Little bit of enlightenment. No need big enlightenment become Buddha one, no need. Small e also can. That small e makes a lot of difference. Because once your saddha, faith is unshakable, okay, cannot move by anyone, and you see the reality of life, then you know this is what it means by ultimate truth. Not conventional truth, ultimate. Then you realize your knowledge, your idea, your enlightenment, however small e, is based on not your own contribution, but the contribution of many, many other things. Okay? Your great happiness of 2 months come from where? First, you have a thought, want to do dana for monk, correct or not? You make effort, go market, buy food. Okay? The food also, you buy from different store. Vegetable from this store, egg from another store, garlic from another store. 3 stores. You talk to 3 different people. Correct or not? Then you bring back, you cook the food. Use what? Oil, gas. And then maybe electricity. Gas provided by who? Or gas provided by, electricity provided by who? TNB. Without TNB, you cannot cook, correct or not? Then you buy oil. Oil in another company. Your little meal, 5 people help you already. You get what I mean? 5 people. Then you cook. You bring it to Dana, serve the monk. Sometimes our ego very strong. We say, I cook one. But you forget to thank the other 5 people who indirectly help you, to make the thing come true, Correct or not? But they say, who cook? I cook. That's wrong. Uncle who sold me garlic, auntie who sold me vegetable, the other old auntie who sold me egg, TNB, and then one more is the oil company. Say like that. Then the monk bless, may I bless all 5, plus you 6. You get what I mean? Think like that. This is called ultimate truth. The reality is not one done by you. It's done by so many things. Right? If you talk like that, the monk said, your small e become bigger already. You see ultimate truth. Like that. This is called ultimate truth. Right? So when you do things on a normal basis, on a regular basis, you look beyond you as an actor. You go behind you. All the contributing factors that make you do the thing. When you see the interconnectedness between all these actors behind you, you start to appreciate. That's why the late Thich Nhat Hanh say, when you eat the rice, you just don't gobble the rice into your mouth. You appreciate, you say thankfulness, gratitude to what? Sunshine, rain, land. Without these 3 things, where your rice will come? There's even deeper ultimate truth. Okay? Deeper ultimate truth. Okay? When you have this sort of understanding, then we become less selfish. Because I never do this. Many things help, you say, many things help me to do this. And then before you do anything, before you eat, reflection on food, for instance, you reflect deeply on the bowl of rice or on the food on the table. Because many people make it happen one. Even the table you sit to eat. Okay? Who make the table? How many people involved making the table? How many elements of nature involved in making the table? You look deeply into all these things. Right? So ultimate truth will enable us to be less selfish, less egocentric. We become more appreciative. So when something happens, a bottle break, then we say, blame Deva lah. Okay? Joking lah. Deva want to try to help, but because of your ignorance and your unmindfulness, you break. This bottle is made of glass, a plastic cap, and inside got water. Right? So this is not a bottle. This bottle got 3 elements. Always observe like this. In your whatever interaction you do, always observe. Okay? Just now when I was in the beginning of my talk, I said, I talked for 7 minutes, none of you can see these 2 truths. Why? Because you only heard me talking about Nobu. You and me, Lim Kooi Fong, and one topic called Nobu. If you are more, what call it, introspective, then you see deeper than that. It's called ultimate truth. Okay? Right? How did this come about? This one is originated from Nagarjuna, who lived about 120 to 250 century, the Christian era. We're talking about almost 600 to 700 years after Buddha passed away. Alright? Now, this Nagarjuna truth is actually, he refined what the Buddha taught. Okay? He refined how the Buddha taught. And then the usefulness of this truth is that it helps us to see the disparity, that means the difference between how things exist and how we perceive them. Okay? Just now, the last 20 minutes I've been talking about these two things. How things exist, right? Like rice, like you do dana, the food that you prepare. How things exist. To you, it's just one meal, one dish, right? This is one dish cooked by you, example. I don't know, fried tauge with shrimp, example, you offer dana to monk. So this is how things exist to you. But this is not how that means inside there got a lot of things. And who contributed to making the dish? Just now I told you, farmer the guy who sell you the raw ingredients, the oil TMB Then later on I talk about sun sea and all those kind of things. Now this is the real thing that exists like that. The second one is how we perceive them to exist. That means, and our idea of that dish is not the reality, it's not all the ingredients, Is I cook one dish tauge with shrimp. I cook one. Okay? There's a difference, big difference. Right? Now this is important. Understanding these two things is important. Because if we do not understand these two things, right, then we will not be able to appreciate the spiritual path. Yet, the last sentence says, Buddha did not say exactly, conventional truth and ultimate truth. You go and read the sutta from beginning to end, all the Tipitaka. Not once the Buddha used these two words. Okay? But Nagarjuna went and took these 2 points and then turned it into a philosophy. Okay? If you read the book, The Fundamental of the Middle Way by Nagarjuna, so thick, the book, almost 1,000 pages. Only talk these 3 things in it. Conventional truth, ultimate truth, and then emptiness. And all these 3 terms are never used by Buddha. Right? What Nagarjuna have done is, he took the Buddha's teaching and went and refined it and add more terminology. Okay? And therefore, until today, we have these 2 truths. The underlying principle of these 2 truths is emptiness, sunyata. Sunyata is actually a refined version of anatta. Anatta is non-self. Okay? Sunyata is a refined version of anatta. So I will tell you this. Okay? So the Buddha teaching says there is no permanent unchanging self. All of you read anatta, isn't it? By aggregate, for instance. We are not Brother James here. Yeah? You're not Brother James. You are feeling, mind, body, You have body, then you got feeling, perception, correct? We are taught the monks come and teach us that all of you they got Brother Chiam Brother John Brother James no such thing. You are feeling an aggregate combination of feeling, perception, consciousness, mental thinking, and the body. Body, so you're not one kind of body. Made out of earth, water, heat, air. Correct or not? You are an aggregate of all these things. If one of the aggregate is missing, you are handicapped already. So I'm a Lim Kooi Fong. I look nice, I look great, I look clever. But actually, I'm just an aggregate of these things only. That's the Buddha understanding of anatta. Right? That all self is impermanent. There's no permanent self. All self is impermanent. This is all we have been learning, what the Buddha has been teaching. Now what happened was, Nagarjuna took this idea one step ahead. He said, he extended anatta to all phenomena. Not just the person, not just the individual self. Okay? Asserting that everything is empty of inherent existence. Instead of just looking at us as five aggregate, he said this bottle also. But the bottle is not self. Correct? Bottle is an inanimate object. We are animated object. We got life. Bottle got no life. Then he said, why differentiate between life and no life? Why can't anatta be also applied to no life? Therefore, he don't use the word anatta, he use the word sunyata, emptiness. And emptiness, sunyata, apply to all phenomena. Okay? Animate and inanimate. Life project and non-life project. That's the difference. Now, with this understanding of emptiness, sunyata, it's not just individual. It's everything. The world, the universe, everything. In that way, it makes sense also lah. Okay, it makes sense also, right? Some people say critic lah. I say, wow, I'm going to learn all these deep things lah. Anime. Why I care this one got emptiness? I care only myself, and that's what the Buddha actually meant when he was talking to Ananda. He bent down. In one of the sutta, he bent down. He holds some sinsapa leaves in his hand. He asked Ananda, where got more leaf, in my hand or here around? The Buddha said, of course, outside got more leaf. Your hand little bit only, right? Throw away the leaves. Then he told Ananda, the leaves that I held in my hand just now, enough for you to enlightenment already. You don't need to learn all these things one. Toyi, they call it toyi. Only one. You burden your mind only. Okay? What I hold in your hand is enough for you to enlighten. Now, so what happened was, after a while, I think people got bored. Every day you learn the same thing, Correct or not? You must find out new things. So if I give you a TV show, the TV show only got one movie. You turn on the TV show, only that movie come out. Again and again and again. How you feel? Bored, right? You always want to see new show. Correct or not? Same lah. Husband or wife in the beginning, wow, so beautiful so good 30 years down the road, can say the same thing or not? When you're bored with one thing, you find for new thing. Correct? So all these Indian master bored already lah. They say, wow, the Buddha teach so little bit. They are interested in what outside this, what he held outside. Because Buddha himself said what? I got many things I haven't teach you yet, I only taught you what is in my hand. They held on to the teaching. They said, got some more outside of his hand. What is that? They went outside. They went outside and discovered all these things. That's what Nagarjuna did. So some of you may be thinking, not necessary lah. Buddha already said, what in his hand is enough. What for going to learn outside? The Tibetan teachers will say, there are millions and thousands, billions of people on earth. How can everyone have the same way? Correct also. Right? So I just recently interviewed two Rinpoche for my Buddhist channel, news channel. Okay, there are two Khenpo. Khenpo means trained teachers. They are very well learned in the Kangyo. Kangyo is the Tripitaka. Okay. Then he said, and the same thing said by Tuten Chodron. I think Tuten Chodron came and give talk here before. I don't know. Tuten Chodron. Or maybe she went to BGF. Now these Tibetan teachers say, every individual different mind. How can there be one template for everything, everyone? Not possible. So the Tibetan method is a teacher-student relationship. There's no such emphasis on the Theravada so much, but in Tibetan it's very important because by the teacher knowing you, he know your habit, your character. It's all very personal, I don't know all of you, but if I know you long enough one-to-one, then I know. Oh, sister, you like that one now, actually. Because you know that person. Okay? So, if there is so many ways, so many different kind of personality, so many different kind of characters, right? And then, how can there be one way of reaching out to you? There must be a way suitable for you. Correct or not? Right? There cannot be one prescription for everybody the same one. Like you go see doctor, you got sickness, you go consult with YouTube. That's why the doctor said don't do that. Because YouTube very general one. You must go to see doctor, diagnose what you have, and then they will give you the treatment accordingly. Correct or not? That's what teacher will do for you. Okay? So, for individuals like us, we have to understand that all of us different one. We have to find out how we can learn the Dhamma in our own way. But sometimes we don't even know what we don't know. Correct or not? We must talk to somebody. Somebody can see you. Oh, you're like that one. Whether you accept or not accept is a different matter. But somebody see different side of you already. Then if you are willing to let go of your ego and say, okay, I submit what you can see, how you can teach me to change. Then you follow the instruction, then you change. Then suddenly, in a few weeks' time, you're a totally different person. It's very surprising, If a monk teach you good things, you somehow shut up. But you're willing to pay thousands of ringgit for motivational speaker in Amway. Don't know what. Then suddenly you say, I'm enlightened. You get what I mean? If you pay money, you will change. Don't pay money, nothing will happen. So you must look at yourself. What is your motivation for change? Okay? So if you see yourself in that sort of emptiness, that all phenomena is empty. All phenomena is empty of an inherent existence, then you are more open to change. If you only stuck with conventional truth, my view is the best, my view is unshakable, permanent, nothing will change. Okay? Now, so I come to my last point, right? I already said all this already just now. Can you remember what example I used just now? I said already, this one, how to use in our practice. If you still cannot see, then you have to learn a lot more. Okay? I use the example of dana, your food. Okay? The food that you prepare for dana is not taugeh with dried shrimp. It's not char kway teow. It is a contribution of many actors, or many people. Not only just people, many things. Okay? Life and not life. Correct or not? So if you really want to see the actual totality of how you make the char kway teow, you must also include the wok and the charcoal. You get what I mean? The wok made of metal. Who make one? Where make one? And then the thing they fry. Then after you fry, you put where? Plate Plate ceramic correct. Then you must look made in where? China. Then you look at the wok, coming from where? Taiwan. Wow, very international. You get what I mean? Taugeh from Rabang. The cockle from Tanjung whatever, Tanjung Harapan, I don't know what you call it, Then you realize, not only just the material and the thing, but location. Location. Then you look deeper. Metal made of what? All the chemistry component come out Iron, Fe, come out, all these things come out already. Right? You go into the component, you go into the micro aspect already. Then you realize, wow, this world are all really interconnected. Okay? Then what is involved? Heat. When you fry, correct or not? What else? Water. Correct or not? What else? You put sauce. Into the sauce got what? Soya bean, soy sauce, oyster sauce. What else? Lard. Whatever you call that. Then you realize that one little split of thing, million things happen, That kind of refinement of thinking. Okay? You see the real emptiness. Nothing is permanent. And you see everything is interconnected. Once you see like that, you will not only have respect for the char kway teow guy, for yourself, but also for nature. Now, we just live life, enjoy aircon, or car, But when we see deep into all these things, then we realize, we walk out of this temple and then we say, look up the sky, sadhu, really sadhu. Because light give life. Then when I drink this water, I see sadhu also, because after talking 1 hour, I'm thirsty already. Right? So don't just come here, sadhu 3 times to stone. You sadhu to all things that give life. And when you have that kind of sadhu, you really deeply appreciate what makes your life fortunate as a human being, because you can see these things. Dog cannot see, cat cannot see, the butterfly cannot see, but you can. You must take this opportunity to see this, the big E enlightenment. If you can see the small E today, I'm very happy already. Okay? So you use this opportunity, this understanding of this kind of teaching, apply in your life, right? So that whatever you do, it becomes meaningful. At the end of it, it's about personal motivation. What is your motivation to come learn Dhamma? Ask you frankly, what is your motivation? Is it to become enlightened like Buddha? Alright? Is it to become like, if I die, I don't need to worry, I get better rebirth. What is your motivation? What's your intention actually? Is it because I want my children to be better? So that all the blessings that I gain, protect them? Ask yourself this very seriously, this question. Initially, my motivation was, go heaven like Christians or Muslim That was before I started to realize the Dhamma. Okay? Then after I realized everything empty, everything anatta, go heaven for what? If you go heaven also, after 1 round, come back again. Don't know go where, become dog, become cat, I also don't know. Correct or not? I can do a lot of good karma this life. Next life, I cannot control. I go and have sexual-based conduct next life, then how? Go to hell already. All the work I've done now are wasted. You don't know what will happen in the future. But what you know, but you know what can happen right now. Don't think about death, don't think about heaven. Right now, what you can do. If now you can make heaven, good enough, right? Because the moment you die in that heavenly moment, that moment you die, example, you can go rebirth already. Why must wait until 90 years old? No need. Because the Buddha say, that approximate thought moment, the karma at that point of time. Okay, if it's pure, you die at that time, you go to heaven already, heavenly rebirth. It's not about future death. It's about how you die right now. So to prepare how you die right now, you must prepare how to live right now. Correct or not? And live in a good way. Every single moment counts. Okay? And this is how you understand the Dhamma. This is how you understand the practice. Right? And when you do offer dana, not because I want blessing. I just want to make sure the monk don't get hungry. Think like that. Think the normal things. Don't think how much blessing you get. If the monk is not sick, get well, good blessing because tomorrow he can teach someone. No. We just want him to become alive so that he can teach again. Learn, teach. Continue the rolling of the Dhamma wheel. That's all. Don't think so far for yourself. Think what's happening now and how you can make this now into something good. Keep on rolling the wheel. Okay? So some people say, Brother Lim, you talk like that no motivation People say, feed monk only make sure he's not hungry. What else can you do? If you think what to do for your own blessing then you are very selfish. Don't think like that. Okay? Just think of feeding him so that you can continue the practice. Then one day after many years he's still alive and you listen to his talk, and then suddenly he gives you something that is suitable for you. Pop, you got one small E come out. Then your first feeding is fruitful You don't know what will happen. Correct? Down the line. So you don't look at what you can get immediately You just do what I can at the moment. Okay? Now, same like this noble thing I just do. I want to clear my confusion need. Actually, I just want to get this thing out of my mind. What this Nalanda thing? What is it? I don't know. I just want to get it out of my mind. Okay? So when the noble became very good, suddenly I realized that was the purpose of the noble. Now everybody is using it. Fine, well and good. No need, give me Datuk Tan Sri, no need one. Okay, as long as people can use the thing and then they see something good in it, good enough. Right? So if there's a recognition, for instance, this Saturday, they say we should launch it at Sanam, the first time when the Buddha wrote the Dhamma view. Wow, that kind of coincidence, you must say, So Ngaman, how come you know? So clever. Your birthday was July 22nd last year, no? I didn't even know that day is Asaha Buddha. I simply launched it. Now, every year, the anniversary is Asaha Buddha. The rolling of the wheel. How I know? I don't even know. You see? Then you see, this is all coincidence. Okay lah, coincidence lah. That means not I do lah. Something greater is doing it. I'm just the activator only. Then when you look at it, then you say, oh, not I do. Something greater is happening. Okay? Then you don't take credit so much. Then you say, everybody share the merit. So when you support, all of you helping the rolling of the wheel. Important day, without that day, Asaha Puja is the day when the Buddha first taught the Dhamma. It is captured in the Dhamma-cakkappavattana Sutta. And this Dhamma-cakkappavattana Sutta is recorded in the Digha Nikaya, the big collection. This is where he first taught the Four Noble Truths. That's where he also taught the Noble Eightfold to the first 5 monks. Don't know where they go already. Okay? So, we have to appreciate all these historical facts, the Buddha teaching, and how the Buddha teaching is refined by future masters like Nagarjuna. And now, all these teachings now come to us already. It is our duty to learn, our duty to absorb and practice and then share. Don't keep to yourself. More importantly, try to get a small E. I'm not asking big E, okay? Small E.